Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the NBA Cup for both of these teams. Let's get started. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Josh Hart out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. And for Minneapolis, we've got Cam Thomas. Bobby Portis out there with Abdul Jabbar. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Miller in at the 3. Hey, Clark, two monumental forces will be generating a lot in the paint tonight with this center matchup we have.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of thumping and bumping, bruising and pushing. I mean, these two do not want to let the other one get the upper hand. I mean, might as well ring the bell because it's going to be close to a fight in there.
And stolen by Anunoby. Hart with a screen on Miller. Anunoby kicks to Hart. And the dunk by Towns.
Big Cat says, take that.
And it's Paul with the ball for Minneapolis.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Here's Brunson. Following the three-point basket by Minneapolis. Towns for 3. Miller grabs the miss. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And the dunk by Abdul Jabbar.
You know, once Kareem establishes that inside position, dunking is really easy for him.
Outside, Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Towns has got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Portis can't get it to go. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the drive.
It's Hart on the wing. Defended by Portis. It's stolen by Abdul Jabbar. Ball against Brunson. And he gets the whistle for the 3. Second call.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. Last year, getting it done. Checking in at about 24 points per. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
Now, here's Hart. Out to the right wing. From 12 feet out. It's rebounded by Kareem Abdul Jabbar. For Minneapolis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
Now, here's Bridges. And the Knicks miss again.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Abdul Jabbar with it. Defended by Towns. With the hook shot. And Abdul Jabbar gets it to go.
Nice form on that hook shot there.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. Number 5, the Knicks.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Guys?
And Allie, thanks so much. Bridges with the steal. To the paint. Nifty move. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist by Bridges.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Outside Thomas from past the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ball against Brunson. Brunson a screen on Thomas. Bridges misses.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Nice shot by Portis.
That's just a case of pure strength and effort by Bobby Portis.
Knicks trail by 4. Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Launches a 3. Abdul Jabbar grabs the miss. Abdul Jabbar's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Miller, the pass to Abdul Jabbar. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Paul. He has yet to score. Miller outside. Pass to Abdul Jabbar. Over Towns. It's rebounded by New York. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
And New York making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. And Minneapolis has possession. 4-point game. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
This is definitely the first of many tonight. And in these first games, you always try to set the tone and take that mental and psychological edge.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. Yeah, I don't think you can allow Abdul Jabbar to get ideal position inside, because if you do, he's dunking it all over you.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Bridges. His last outing with 20 points. Back to Brunson. Paul with the defensive effort.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. For Minneapolis, Zaire Williams, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Buddy Hield comes in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Russell in for Chris Paul. Now here's Brunson. He had 27 points last game. Hart outside. Clarkson is screen on Russell. And here's Brunson outside. Drops in the tray. Brunson's got 5.
You know, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Here's Abdul Jabbar. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
Now, here is Miller. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Bridges. And it's Russell with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And the Knicks with possession here. Minneapolis getting their last shot to go. Bridges for 3. Can't hit that one. Good D by Miller.
And the well is running dry for him right now. You think, Paul.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Clarkson. Minneapolis getting their last shot to go. Just 5 to shoot. On the high post. Here's Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul Jabbar.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
The free throw drops for Towns. And you know you don't expect every team to be playing at their best here at the start, Clark, of the season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, a long season means you're going to have some peaks and valleys. And if you have a couple of bad games to start the year, you don't want to overreact, but you do want to be serious about trying to correct what's going wrong. If an extended bad streak happens, now that's cause for a little more concern.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And now look at Jordan Clarkson. Some numbers on him. How he did last season. He was around 16 points per last year. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And Minneapolis has possession. The Knicks making the shot. Healed outside. The offensive rebound. Out to Russell. Floats it up for Williams. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Bridges. Excellent D there from Williams.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's McBride following the basket by Buddy Hield. Clock at 6. Here's McBride covered by Hield.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And Williams throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip.
especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's McBride. Minneapolis getting their last shot to go. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now.
The previous play is under review.
Instituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
The ruling on the floor stands.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Minneapolis making a change here. Man's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Payton's checked in. The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and catch is generally among the best in the league.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Payton. Minneapolis leading by 10. Outside, Russell. Abdul Jabbar against Towns. No good from Abdul Jabbar. The Knicks shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. McBride finds Craig. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And that's rejected by Abdul Jabbar. Williams passes to Hield. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Just 3 on the clock. And that's rejected by Abdul Jabbar. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Superb anticipation.
Man, Kareem is shutting it down inside, man.
If they keep defending.
Man.
Number 0, Gary Payton II.
And so it's Minneapolis going into the break with a 10-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this.
Man, Kareem had his own block party in the first quarter, man. That's got to be like, what, 5 blocks? Jesus. Man, looking like Mount Matumbo out there. Rest in peace to Kimbe.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from Minneapolis in this one?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Terrence Mann is out there with Brandon Miller. Then it's Hield. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Russell in at point guard. And for New York, sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Torrey Craig is out there with Gary Payton II. And it's McBride in at the 1 spot. Hield outside. Screen by Claxton. Hield, the pass to Claxton. And the layup's good off the glass. Claxton's got the lead up to 13 now for Minneapolis.
Right there. Hield creating for his teammate. Unselfish play that time.
Payton finds Craig. Some nice passing by New York here. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Nick Claxton. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for the Knicks, Jordan Clarkson. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Portis is checked in for Minneapolis. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Anunoby, he's checked in for Gary Payton. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Portis kicks to Russell. Hield from outside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Craig sets the screen for Clarkson. Pass to Craig. Good defense by Claxton.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Hield. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Shot clock at 3. Man gets the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Anunoby. McBride on the wing. Bridges a screen on Hield. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
And Portis throws it down.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on them, throwing it down with force.
Now, here's Clarkson. His last outing, he had 18 points. Back to Craig. Pass to Bridges. Craig sets a screen. Bridges misses. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minneapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Guys, back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Now, here's Clarkson. Over Hield. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Minneapolis leading by 20. To the middle. And Claxton throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game format, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
For Minneapolis, Abdul Jabbar is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Brandon Miller comes in for Mann. And Paul subbed in for Russell. And New York with a change here, too. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Torrey Craig. Good on the triple.
That's one of the things that makes Anunoby so valuable offensively. I mean, he's always a threat, even if he doesn't have the ball.
Hield the pass to Miller. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minneapolis.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
And both free throws good for Abdul Jabbar.
The 7'2" Abdul Jabbar is such a remarkable player, so talented, and you gotta love that unblockable signature skyhook shot that he mastered from an early age.
Towns with the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Now here's Paul. Nothing on the board. Pass to Abdul Jabbar. Inside. And Portis throws it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Minneapolis getting their last shot to go. Here's McBride, defended by Paul.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Hield with the bucket.
And smart decision by Hield. Surveys the defense and then just takes it himself.
New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Bridges against Miller. Left side, Clarkson. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
And here is Paul. Miller outside. A three-pointer, no good. Knicks trail by 20. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, you
That's 3 fouls on Kareem.
Guy rugged inside. He uses that size to draw the foul.
That free throw missing.
Boy, their weak performance from the line this quarter really is an albatross for him.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Knicks. And he's good on the second. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Minneapolis. 22 is their biggest lead. Pass to Abdul Jabbar. Here's Portis. Good, and Abdul Jabbar gets the assist. Portis has got 6 here in this quarter.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Outside, Towns. Abdul Jabbar grabs the miss. Abdul Jabbar's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Pass to Miller. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Clarkson finds Anunoby. Right side, Towns. Back to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. Towns sets the pick for Clarkson. And the Knicks miss again. Minneapolis leading by 21. Paul passes to Portis. Towns comes with a double team. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to McBride. Clarkson outside. Towns. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Now here's Paul. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Abdul Jabbar. Now Miller. For 3, Portis. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here we go with Miller running up the court. And Kareem throws it down.
Unstoppable tonight, as he is Most nights, Jabbar has all the offensive tools, but it also keeps to a strict fitness regimen that allows him to wear people down.
Brunson the pass to Towns. No good on the triple. Minneapolis leading by 21 to the left side wing. Portis for three. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Pass to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And that's now 18 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Brunson against Paul. Now here's Portis. Shoots over Anunoby. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Portis has got 11 here in this quarter alone. Pass to McBride. And here's Towns. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
Paul surveying the floor. Abdul Jabbar dishes to Heel. Paul kicks to Abdul Jabbar. 6 to shoot. Over Towns. No good from Abdul Jabbar. The Knicks have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Cranes the three-pointer. Anunoby's got 9.
Nice job of setting himself up for that shot right there. Anunoby knocking down the 3.
Portis can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 19. Brunson the pass to Towns. Here's McBride. Back to Towns. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
It's Miller on the way. Down low. Abdul Jabbar against Towns. Paul kicks to Miller. Pass to Portis. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Here's Towns. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Minneapolis leading by 15. Healed outside. Here's Abdul Jabbar. He hits it from 9. 16 points for him.
So few players still even use the hook shot, but I think it's a tremendous weapon when you can master it and do it right.
Pass to Towns. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Portis.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Miller. Some solid defense from Clarkson. And so Clarkson will bring it up for New York. Trailing by 17. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
And so it's Minneapolis. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And let's hear from Allie Laforce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Well, Karl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's just the players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the New York Knicks.
Where's the perimeter D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you might be able to guard the perimeter better right now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's take a step back.
Man, Kareem's team is
and
bombing
now
away.
let's talk about that first half in the
Good
paint,
battle
where
between
two centers are really battling
Anthony
it out.
Towns here and Kareem, though.
Well, this is what I like to see. None of this is man-beat, pan-beat, little man play. I want to see the big
Towns
guys
started off
battle
slowly
out.
in the first quarter, but came back in the second. He's got 24 points.
Let's move
But Kareem's playing a much more all-around game. He's got the blocks, got the rebounds, got the assists.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
They've got Abdul Jabbar. Paul out there with Cam Thomas. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Miller in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez.
We're going to run the offense through Bobby Portis. Try to get some double teams.
Fluid shooting motion. From the moment he lets it go, everything about it smooth.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. Brunson, left side. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Minneapolis leading by 18. It's Thomas on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. To the inside. Thomas against Anunoby. Fires away from outside. Thomas, no good. Knicks trail by 18. And now the fast break, and Hart with the ball. Great D that time from Portis. Here's Miller. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
Miller knows how to finish in these situations. Turned on the Jets in transition.
Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting
Oh,
foul.
that's 4 fouls on Kareem. You got to sit him. Got to take Kareem out, man. That's too early. He got 4 fouls now. So look for the Knicks to get back in the game now, because that defense is going to change drastically without Kareem being out there. I'll bring Russell in right now, and we're going to need some offensive punch to carry the load here, because with Kareem being out, it's going to drastically change the entire scheme. Going to run the offense through Porter. Let's get that set up right now.
Jabbar. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Anthony Towns taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one for Minneapolis. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Abdul Jabbar. Buddy Hield comes in for Thomas. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Chris Paul. And Towns drops them both. Minneapolis leading by 18. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Portis for 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Out to the wing. Hart outside. Pass to Towns. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter. Minneapolis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Russell passes to Portis. Back to Russell. Stolen by Anunoby. Hart outside. Out of bounds. Minneapolis takes possession. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Minneapolis. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero. And the
Kareem and Wilt first meeting coming up.
Friday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Doubled by Hart. Miller outside. Russell from long range. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Miller against Anunoby. Hart wide open. He fires. Good on the three-point shot. Hart's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minneapolis. Pass to Claxton. Back to Russell. Portis in the post. Hart's there. Hield from outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Hield's got 10 points in the game.
Leave it to Hield to respond. A consistent three-point sniper.
Bridges kicks to Hart from outside the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game. He's doing a heck of a job, and his offense is keeping them afloat.
Portis, a screen on Brunson. The drive by Russell. Portis finds Claxton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 7. Knicks trail by 13. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Hart outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 5th assist in this one. Russell dishes to Hield. Down low, here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York. But Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And he trims the lead to single digits. Anunoby's got 12 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Shot is good off the back rim and in. And Minneapolis leads by 9.
When you watch Portis, he's not just a good jump shooter for a 6'10 guy. Bobby's just a straight-up good shooter, period.
Towns wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minneapolis has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And here's Miller outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by... Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Second, Karl-Anthony Towns.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Catching up on the changes for Minneapolis, Zaire Williams, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Man subbed in for Brandon Miller. And a switcher also for New York. Clarkson's checked in.
Major force from Mikal Bridges there.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Claxton the pass to Russell. Shoots over Brunson. And another miss by Minneapolis. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Bridges. Clarkson finds Brunson. New York moving it around. Here's Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And that's now 33 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Russell against Brunson. Outside Russell. Healed from outside. It's rebounded by Towns.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Bridges misses.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
The 3. It's rebounded by New York. Clarkson passes to Bridges. Hart outside. And it's off from three-point range. Minneapolis leading by 5. The drive by Russell. Healed from outside. Again, Healed missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hart kicks to Brunson. Clarkson. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Clarkson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Brunson against Russell. Claxton a screen on Brunson. Inside, and Claxton throws it down.
I can't emphasize enough what reading is all about. That's seeing the game in front of you, another way to put it. Russell making a great choice for the assist there.
Now here's Brunson. 9 points in the game so far. Hart kicks to Bridges. Outside, Towns. Plays it up and banks it in. Towns has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Hart.
Torrey Craig.
Clarkson against Healed. Good on that shot. And with that, the Minneapolis lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Karl Anthony Towns. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minneapolis. Pass to Mann. Fires the 3. Craig pulls it in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Clarkson passes to Brunson. Over Russell. And again with the rebound. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
And, you know, for all his perimeter skills, Towns also bringing that physicality inside.
Now, here is Russell. No scoring in this one. Mann can't hit. New York shooting here about 46% for the game. To the middle. Out to Bridges. Back to Towns. And the basket is good. 41 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Mann. Looking to end the run. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists here tonight.
Terrific imagination, creativity. Russell already one of the league's more intriguing playmakers.
Here's Brunson. He's got 9.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
To the paint. And Williams throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Bridges. Minneapolis getting their last shot to go. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Clarkson. Over Healed. A shot by Clarkson, no good. A tight game here in Los Angeles.
Knicks foul. Torrey Craig. First personal foul.
For Minneapolis, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Kareem will be well rested for the fourth quarter, though. That's the good thing about the 4 fouls. He'll be ready to close it out.
First free throw is good for Minneapolis. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Heel. And Paul subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And then for New York,
give the Knicks credit for getting back into this game.
For Towns. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And so he hits both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Clarkson with the ball. 7 points in the game. Craig with a screen on Thomas. Here's Clarkson. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Minneapolis ahead, up 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so it's New York with it. 4-point game. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. They've got OG Anunoby. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Craig in at the power forward position. Now here's Paul. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Man in the corner. Outside Thomas. Drills the three-pointer. Thomas got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Minneapolis.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now, here's Craig. Towns, the screen. Shot clock at 5, and they pick up 2. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Al Paul. Outside Thomas. Pass to Abdul Jabbar. Here's Man. Three-pointer. And that comes off the assist by Abdul Jabbar. Abdul Jabbar's got his 5th assist in this one. Clarkson against Thomas. Towns, he's open. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Pass to Man. Now Abdul Jabbar, defended by Towns. The hook. Abdul Jabbar can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 8. Clarkson passes to Towns. That 3 off the mark. And it's Paul with the ball for Minneapolis. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Man. Williams up on top. And here is Thomas. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns.
Tight defense on Thomas, and he knows how to use that to get to the line.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Minneapolis.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
And New York making a change here. Payton's checked in.
And Thomas has that reputation of being a little shot happy, but the fact is Cam is a pure scorer. He's got a strong handle, he's shifty, and he has a knack for hitting tough shots.
Al Paul, after Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer. Outside Thomas. And another miss by Minneapolis.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Anunoby finds Towns. Anunoby is screen on Paul. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, man, I thought that was 5 on Kareem.
And get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break.
And the first one drops. So, Clark, when you talk about Deuce McBride, how would you best describe his game?
An energizing presence. I mean, he brings great energy at both ends of the floor. He can knock down threes, plays with a real pace and fearlessness that injects energy into his team when he's on the floor. He's a great guy to have out there because he can really produce points in short stints of playing time.
Williams. Basket good. And Minneapolis leads by 9. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Clarkson kicks to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. He takes it in, and he's fouled.
That's 5 on Kareem.
To pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Kareem.
Can't handle that penetration.
Tell you what, you don't expect the center to attack off the bounce like this. I mean, Towns.
Kareem never had to face that in his day. 7-footers with handles. It's a different type of defense.
Shooting 2.
That downhill motion.
The free throw drops for Towns.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Abdul Jabbar.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Claxton finds Hield. Minneapolis needs to get off a shot. Wolf, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Clarkson taking his time here. Outside, Towns. To the inside. Good on that shot. And with that, the Minneapolis lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Hart.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Now, here is Russell. Hield outside. Claxton sets the screen for Hield. And it comes off the front of the rim. Knicks trail by 6. Hart the pass to McBride. Back to Hart. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
You really see Hart's athleticism inside. I mean, he can bounce, he can twist and turn, really good body control. Whatever it takes to score, he usually can make it happen.
Here's Wolf over Hart, and another miss by Minneapolis. Pass to Anunoby. This one for 3. Rebound, Minneapolis. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez.
Got to get Bobby Portis back in there, man. I've seen enough from Wolf, man. He just missed a turnaround jump hook with no defensive impact. I got to get him out of there. That's why I say having size ain't enough. You got to have the skill set to be able to score down low, too.
So New York going with almost an entire new group. Trey Lyles checked in for Towns. Payton comes in for OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges checked in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordan Fernandez's huddle. He told them no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Free throw good, Thomas.
Probably bring Kareem in at maybe the 4-minute mark, maybe 3 minutes to go, just to make sure.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And even with 1 miss, he's still able to stretch that to a 2-possession game. That is huge for them right now.
Some nice passing by New York here. It's Brunson at point-blank range.
When he gets near the basket, Brunson can do some major damage.
Brunson against Russell. Pass to Portis. Miller outside. Rebounded by Hart. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. They trail by 3. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Well, at 6'6" with pretty good length, he plays a lot longer than he looks, and that helps Bridges inside.
Abdul Jabbar's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Towns, he's checked in for New York. That one drops. He ties it up.
One of the NBA's Iron Men, Mikal Bridges, has remained remarkably healthy and efficient for most of his career so far.
Now, here is Russell. Miller the bounce pass. Abdul Jabbar in the post. Defended by Towns.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Now, here is Russell. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. And it's going to be out of bounds. Minneapolis will retain possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. Miller the pass to Portis. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Hart. Bridges against Thomas. Pass to Brunson. Over Russell. 5 to shoot. And the Knicks miss again. For Minneapolis, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Outside Thomas. Towns against Abdul Jabbar. Shoots over Towns. Abdul Jabbar with the bucket. Abdul Jabbar's got 20.
And Abdul Jabbar has a sweet little mid-range, Jay, now. Can't sleep on that. Got to keep him from finding his rhythm from here.
For the 3. Yeah, it's hauled in by Minneapolis. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Outside Russell. Pass to Miller. Here's Abdul Jabbar. Defended by Hart. Miller outside. Oh, they get it back. Abdul Jabbar. Standing tall, Abdul Jabbar.
Well, you see the toughness and the instincts of Jabbar. I mean, always a threat for these second chance opportunities.
Here's Brunson. And it's in there.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here is Thomas. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Outside for Thomas. Bridges with the steal. Here's Anunoby. Good D by Miller.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it down.
Lets it go from 14. Connects with the J.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
The second half has really been all about paint scores. They've done a good job with that, getting that ball inside.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Minneapolis leading by 3. Here's Miller. Now Thomas. Rattler's a 3. 3. Good.
You gotta chase Thomas off the arc. If he gets comfortable out there, that's bad news.
And here's Brunson. With a screen on Russell. Brunson. Rebounded by Abdul Jabbar. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minneapolis. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Thomas. Takes the 3. Cleared away by Brunson.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Anunoby. No good from 3.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
Now, here is Russell. Portis in the post. Brunson covering. Count it. Nice touch.
And nice mechanics from Miller there.
Closing it out.
As that pass is coming.
Brunson scanning the floor. Brunson draws the double. Anunoby fires. Grabs the rebound again.
And he's having as dominant a game on the board as you'll ever see. He might set a new franchise record.
He's controlling this game with his rebounding alone. If he breaks the single game record, he's setting a very, very high bar. And he makes that.
Kareem.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
They got Josh Hart trying to guard Kareem in the post. That's a license to score, bro.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And Minneapolis making a change here. Paul's checked in. Brunson, and again unable to change the momentum here. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Here's Abdul Jabbar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 12-footer gets it.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Out of bounds, Minneapolis.
Man, Kareem caused that one. Just shut the lane down. All he did was put his arms up. That was it for Brunson. He couldn't do nothing. Let's look at that defensive possession real quick. I don't think Kareem even jumped on this one, man. He just basically just went in the lane, just put his hands up. Just slid over. Look at that. That's all he did. He just put his Brunson ain't want no parts of that, man. Hell no. He want no parts of Kareem, man.
Here's Thomas. And the first one at the line is good. one misses. So Minneapolis wins it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
All right, thanks, guys. D'Angelo, some great basketball tonight. Talk about the winning habits this team is forming.
Keeping it simple on the offensive end, limiting our errors on the defensive end. I think that piles up. We stay solid throughout the whole game. Just simple, man. I think the simpler we keep it, the better we are as a team.
Keep it simple. What a great reminder. Thanks, D'Angelo.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kareem Abdul Jabbar.
Yep. Both teams bombing away from downtown in this one. Look at that, 36 attempts by Team Kareem to 34 for the Knicks. Both teams utilizing that three-point shot tonight. Fast break points went for Team Kareem. Bench points, 43, 37 assists. 7 offensive rebounds, though, for the Knicks, so give him credit. Anthony Towns played great. 10 steals. So they got to work on that ball control. Kareem was just a good all-around facilitating performance. Didn't dominate tonight offensively, but he got everybody else around going and was just basically anchoring. Look at that. Look at that stat line. Look how many guys are in double figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My goodness. Man, that's what I like to see. I love stat sheets like that, when you just see the whole team contributing. It isn't just one guy doing all the work. I mean, obviously, Kareem on the boards was just insane, but scoring-wise, he was pretty, for him, that's normal. I mean, 20, 30, 27, that's about average. 17 shots. Completely dominated the game. Now, Anthony Towns had a great game, too. Now, he had 42 points, 25 rebounds on 26 shots. So, Anthony Towns got it done tonight, man. He can't. Yeah. Brunson got shut down. Tonight. For the most, in my opinion. 16 points and 8 assists are good, but look at the shots. 20 shots to make 7 and went 1 for 5 from downtown. Turnovers weren't that high, though, so give him credit for that. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights here with Anthony Towns. Then we'll go to Kareem. It was a good battle between these two different types of big men. We got a modern, and basically Anthony Towns is about as modern era as it gets for bigs. I mean, I don't think you can find a juxtaposition between today's game and yesteryear, man. Anthony Towns and Kareem are like two polar opposites of skill types. So, come on, I could show more than that. I know he did some more things than just that. That was a nice play. That's a terrible highlight package. Now Kareem. Supposed to be a defensive. So 2 kids got to work on their highlight packages still. And they at least they show assists this year, but the mapping on the highlights are terrible. I guess this was a 2-way play. Yeah, that's what they're trying to show. Rebound and outlet. And the Portis from the high-low pass, post up. Kick out from the pinch post. Bam! That was nice. Defensive rebound. Outlet pass. Yep. Look at that block. Chris Paul fired him. That's your story. Kareem Abdul Jabbar facilitating, getting everybody. Let's take a look at Bobby before. Let's take a look at Bobby Portis here. He went 1 for 5 from downtown. Not particularly good. He could shoot better than that. Bobby Portis, the type of guy, should be shooting around maybe 30%, maybe close to 40% from three. This is Brandon Miller's highlights. I thought I went to Bobby Portis. I thought I went to. Oh, I meant to go to Bobby Portis. My bad. Well, he shot 1 for 8. Then that shouldn't even be worth it. Bobby Portis should shoot way better than that. He didn't shoot too good from three. Took 8 shots to make 1. But he did a good job posting up on the smaller guys and getting guys shots. Yeah, that's a nice relay pass. Bam, right over Josh Hart, man. Josh Hart playing power forward, man. I tell you. I know he's a good defensive player for what he can do, but man, when you get him into the post, he's just a mismatch. I mean, I just don't understand the Knicks' philosophy with that. I mean, if you got any kind of low post ability, you just post Josh Hart up all day, man. He's just too small. Every single time you play the Knicks, you just go right at him. I mean, it's just a license to score when you get him around the basket. But that's the story here from Team Kareem. Let's go ahead and see who's up next. I think it's Team Larry Bird's up next. I believe Team Larry Bird is up next. The Utah Jazz. Yep, Team Larry Bird going to Utah. Should be good. Lauri Markkanen and Bird. That'd be a good matchup, man. Lauri Markkanen going against Bird. That'll be an interesting one. This will be a good one. This will probably be a fast-paced game. A lot of three-point shots. Up and down, wide open. So I'll see you guys for that one coming up here shortly. Thanks for watching. Peace.